going on, and it's okay.
Okay.
This has all been stressful.
My real life is falling apart around me too. So we're going through a lot. Okay. It's okay. We don't have to go.
Brantley's right. She says focus on the show and charisma with Desi. Don't worry about the chat. Chat doesn't exist in your world during this show.
Okay.
Yes, just focus about this is like a FaceTime between you and me right now, okay? We're all right.
Why is this?
It's gonna be okay.
This is a dream. This is such a dream. Why am I fucking this up so bad?
Why?
What?
Okay.
Pat me on the
Yeah,
back.
I miss beans
Tell
too.
me I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay. Look, I thought this was gonna be an interesting story for me because I really do think that the situation with JoJo Siwa is an interesting one. But
oh my god,
I'm going through this.
Got me in here.
Wait.
Put my fucking shirt on again.
Let's get
Why is Boogie here?
Yeah, because we got a naked Boogie.
Bruh.
Ooh. Listen, have you ever seen that on Family Guy? Where Peter makes his own TV channel?
Yeah, it's called PTV. It was from the 4th season, and the best part of it is, you like that side boob? How about this side boob?
Because it's my side boob.
boob.
And then Lois says, Peter, not the side boob hour.
That was a clip that I used to have.
So I'm going to say something that may be a little controversial. I can see the dynamic between Phantom and Sweet Tea working out. I have a feeling they may be from the same part of America, or at least very closely related in that same regional culture. And there's just something about it just hits home with me. There's just something quite unique, quite entertaining that I can see these guys working out as a show, long term speaking. And now, obviously, they're covering the glammy stuff, and this won't be the last time we'll be covering the glammy stuff. Actually, it's gonna come to a conclusion when we get into the, it will come to a conclusion once we get into live and so on and so on, and a little bit even to rewind. So we do have a long way to go till we get there, though. So let's continue. Nevertheless, or whatever, as Lol would always say, right? All right, let's move on.
And you didn't show up.
That was on me. I am sorry about that. I was trying to stay awake and.
Do you even like the LCU?
I try to stay.
Do you even like the LCU?
I like the LCU.
Do you love the LCU?
Yeah, I love the LCU.
Are you a super lolcowlive universe fan? Would you say?
Yeah, I'm a super.
And it's been your dream, Freshie, to be a host. You had other people in the Discord buying you the best mics, buying you all that, gassing you up that one day you would get your shot, and then I give you the shot and you don't show up?
That was not me. I'm sorry about that. There's no excuses for that.
Well, you just started saying sorry, but I promise you're going to say sorry again when I bring up this detail. I know about your alt account.
Got him. Dropping fucking nukes. Yeah, so apparently this dude has, he's dibble-dabbling in the other side. He's trying to see if the grass is greener on the other side. Like I don't know, bro.
I can't. Fleshy flesh, make a wish.
That's sad. That's absolutely sad.
Oh, no.
Let's hear this little detail, and then we'll move right on to the other one. So, yeah, we have to watch the glammy, super uncomfortable. Real quick, if y'all have ever played It Takes Two, right? Let me know once in the chat. I'm telling you.
Game. I played it with my husband. It's so good.
Remember the Elephant Queen? What happened?
Oh.
So yeah, so Freshie Fresh messed up pretty big. Now I know he's always been a super fan of the LCU. Because every so often I do watch his stuff and he does covers on the LCU. It's very common for him to do that. Now, yeah, he did mess up and he did take a massive L for not showing up because he overslept. At the same time, let me be real with you, dude. You'll have more opportunity down the line, but I think if things are currently, and again, we'll get into it when we get into it in the later part of the segment, that may not be the case that things are going, right? Unless Akeem does develop his second network to parallel the main network. If he does do that, well, we'll have to wait and see. Maybe you'll have an opportunity there. Till then, we'll wait and see. Right? We'll wait and see. Oh boy, because there is a long time coming for this stuff. But it won't end. It won't end. It will not end. Oh boy.
Cute. I think I agree, girl. I agree. Let's get some more dresses. I want I'm thinking more because you like sundresses, right? I've seen you in sundresses.
Yeah.
I feel like you like sundresses. And thank you so much, Desi, for doing this. I appreciate you so much. This is so much fun.
I enjoy doing this. This is awesome. I'm having a good time.
Yay, me too. This is what we like. I like it. I like it a lot. Why am I so goofy?
Hilarious. I love it.
I'll crack myself up. Okay. Oh, not the pants jungle.
Run into mannequins. Wait, think about that. It was very weird. It's very summery.
It is summery. I just feel like it would drape weird.
Probably.
Would that even? I feel like that wouldn't be shaping.
What about this? This is summery.
Yes, I don't like the top, but I
That
like
looks
the.
cute.
I like.
Minutes, hours before disaster happens. You ever had a day where things are going right, things are going okay for you? You know, after you had a moment of a mental crash out and everything, right? You ever have those days where, oh, the day before was pretty bad, but today is better, and then nope. That's what's gonna happen to Glammy later on. And again, I'm gonna hold my opinion until we get to it because I think it is kind of important to hold your opinion until we get to it. Because this crash out really caused an effect across the board. But also, I think at the same time, besides the effect that it caused, it also may have been a result of something else that we'll have to wait and talk about until we get to live. With maybe actually the bulk of this video, the main meat, until we get into Queens and obviously Ozzy, Rewind, and so on, and even Tess. So the journey to live is only going to be more intense, but we'll get to it when we get to it.
Like the fan, but hey everybody, it's your boy One Above, and we're back here again today, bro. There's a lot that happened. There's a lot happening. I don't even know how much I'm allowed to talk about, but we're gonna do the smart thing and talk around the situation until Keem actually gets to the point and talk about it. We're basically to talk about the aftermath, not what actually happened, because we're smart. We're not.
We're gonna be cutting the crust off of the sandwich, not cutting into the sandwich.
No.
It's a stream, Buff. It's a stream, okay?
I know. It's nobody's fault. This just fucking threw us through a whole fucking
I can't
loop.
see myself again. No, I had to deal with this.
Why are you on your phone and not on your PC? That's why you can't see yourself.
First of all, you don't need to see yourself. I wouldn't want to look at myself right now. You look like a penis. You look like a penis, bro.
That didn't answer my question though. Why? Don't let him avoid the fucking question. Why are you on your phone and not on your PC right now?
Cause my PC, I'm having a problem with it. I gotta fix that shit.
What's the problem with it?
I don't even know. I gotta take it to like a tech person.
You better call CD-ROM. You better call Tyrone.
Diddy Mans, come
Bro,
on.
CD's to the rescue. I'm not fucking with you. Like, legit, I had a problem with my PC, and I literally went on Tech Talk when it was up there. Like, hey, I know I normally come up here and make fun of you and call you Mrs. Fowl and stuff, but nope, that wrong one. Nope, wrong one. All right. I asked CD. I'll be like, hey, can you help me? And he does. And he actually did. Whatever he fucking told me to do, it worked. I was perfectly happy with it. So literally ask him. So how do you feel about being fired for not bringing it? Because that's what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna try and bring it. I gotta figure out how I want to be back on shows because when I was originally an intern.
So good old, I was gonna say Tess, good old Nerd had technical issue, which resulted in their their stream going down for just a little bit of time, which is cool. Now obviously they wanted to avoid talking about the whole kid behind the camera stuff. They really didn't want to talk about the whole situation and stuff, but they wanted to talk about the aftermath because they're good boys and girls, right? They're trying to be the good one. They're trying to be the ones that are not conjuring or stirring stuff up, which is cool, I guess. Like at this point, I mean, like they can try to do that, but I think maybe their times are kind of up depending on how things play out with Keem. But again, we'll get into that when we get into live. Now, truthfully, being very honest, really not much they can do to avoid this situation. And then they had Ultra on, talking about that situation. Ultra trying to get back on, which, let's be fair, it's not going to happen. No matter how hard he tried, just because, like, dude, you kind of did something that a lot of people just naturally don't like, which is sort of quote-unquote dog abuse. But, it is what it is. And after that, they got into the usual nerd stuff, as always. So let's continue on to Reaper and Ball, which I'm just going to do 2 in 1 because there's really not much I can say about Reapers, and there's really not much I can say about Balls, really covers-wise.
What? What? I didn't shoot you either. You had me shot. You had me hunted down in the streets. Not only in my merge form, but also as the human and the cat.
Already killed the-
And laughing about it! Lunchbox said, I did. Sorry, not sorry. It's okay, Lunchbox. You were helping him out.
True.
It's a goddamn travesty.
It's a bloodbath. But yeah, definitely smash Megan Fox, and I'm sucking those thumbs. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, nah, I'm not a fan of Bobby dolls.
Dude.
All right, Boogie 298 Swole.
Okay. There's a small chance that you stick your in that thing and Boogie glory holes it.
I mean, look, it's the amount of smashes that are coming out right now. Look, I'm just saying, some passes. You might wake up and skip like.
Okay, so let's go into it now. So there's really not much I can say about Reaper, bar that Xylee was just covering the whole drama that was going on, dealing with Ethan Klein, right? That's again, Reaper is basically the Xylee show at this point, and I don't know if you're into 2 hours long. I mean, I'm not any better because I do the same, right? But that's all what it is, right? It's a 2 hours long Xylee Gets Real YouTube channel, but in the LCU. So at this point, why even have your own channel? But I guess if you want to keep it, keep it. Which is again at this point, just move it to Reaper. He seems like she's better at Reaper. She seems a lot more at home what she was doing. I mean, I'm not saying she wasn't at home on Rewind, but at this point, just move her to Reaper. Right, move her to Reapers. And when we get into Balls, which we'll get into it now, it's just 2 guys hanging out, right? It's Keemstar said he is not a big fan of what he considered the Discord calls. And yeah, I can see that, right? Ozzy had that issue for a while. Tess had that issues for a while. A lot of these shows had that issue where it was just a Discord call. Nerd had that issue. You know what I mean? You know what I'm referring to? So at this point, you may as well just move them to their own separate shows and let them be happy. You know, just let them be happy. And that's really how I see it. It's like you guys can just move them to where they need to be, and everything will be fine. But I guess we're not gonna get that. Let's move on.
Find it. I guess I have to go to Aussie.
Yo,
Twiggy,
can you see me?
I can see you perfectly fine.
Cool.
When you showed that screenshot of the Becky show notes that you claimed Mike sent you, did Mike really send that to you?
No. He sent me the Queen script show notes.
Okay. So where did the image come from that you showed on screen?
I made it yesterday while I was working.
You made it yesterday.
Yes.
So you framed Mike, framed Becky, and framed me.
Well, I didn't think about you. I was mostly just thinking about Mike.
You know, Mike and me are getting shit because of this little stunt, and then Becky from her own fans is getting shit. And everyone thinks we're all colluding.
I see the fallout.
So, now what?
I mean, I own what I did. I don't really have an excuse. I was just pissed. That's really it.
You were pissed, so you manufactured something that you inadvertently pulled Keemstar into? Like, did you not give that any thought?
Not at all, no.
You think you should next time?
I should do better next time.
Now, this is hardcore sweeping, right? This is such a hardcore sweeping on Keem trying to put the blame on Twiggy, which we all know that Twiggy did nothing wrong, right? I think that rather than causing a fallout, which makes people realize, oh, wait a minute, maybe they are lying, maybe they are working with each other, and they are colluding, because as I said before multiple times, different videos, that a lot of the time these people do collude with each other behind the doors, right? A lot of them are friends, a lot of them go to their weddings, a lot of them go to their kids' baby showers, or not kids' baby, their birthdays or baby showers, right? So on and so on. There's a lot of that going on in these kind of communities. And I think they just pin the blame on Twiggy because, let's say, hypothetically, this isn't real. Yeah, it would be easier, but I think it is more real than we think. I think this is a lot more real than we think it is, but it's just easier to just pin it on Twiggy. Well, we still got more to talk about, though.
Yes, girl, I will do what I can to make it less stressful. I know it's not.
Everybody wants me to be at this extreme level of, like, because I've been here longer. But who was I supposed to learn from? Leppy? Pharaoh? They didn't know what they were doing either. All the shows that I was on, I was with people that didn't know content and stuff. So there was really no one to learn from. The people that I did learn from was Billy and Boogie. They helped me out a lot because I asked them questions and stuff. And learning this OBS thing was the biggest catalyst. And then I did it. And then I was at like a time slot where nobody was really watching. So it wasn't like this big deal. And now it's like I'm supposed to be this amazing thing for you. And I'm trying. And it's not working.
Are, though.
Okay. I'm a very emotional person.
It's okay. You're allowed to be emotional. It's all right. Just take deep breaths. You've got this.
No, Desi, she's not. Glammy, get in here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, man. For real?
Keem, I'm gonna play devil's advocate just for like really quickly. Do we? I don't disagree that she might need a talking to, but like she's going through an awful lot right now.
Glammy, get in here.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I hung out with Glammy a lot at Forest. She's really sweet, Keem.
Okay. Oh, hang on. I just turned on the computer.
At Quantum Chris 5028 super chatted $20. Y'all, it's a dream because it's unobtainable for her and she's wasting days and weeks and months of life getting nowhere. Have some self-awareness.
Glammy.
Please don't break my heart again. Please don't do it. Please, please don't do it. Please, please, please. Beans just left. I told you my life has just kind of gotten off the rails right now. Please, please, please don't break my heart again.
At lolcowalert super chatted $20. Does Glammy need to stay on Dolls or is she getting her 10th different show?
Please, please don't do it. Please. I'm going through a lot right now. I'm trying to hold it together. I really am. I'm just going through a lot.
Glammy,
Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please.
you are our friend. Everyone in the LCU loves you. You are a part of our community. You're always going to be a part of our community. But whatever the f is going on in your life, you need to focus on.
At Hayden313-M5J super chatted $20. Glammy is only entertaining when she crashes out.
You've been here way too long you've been here way too long to just have these crash outs on stream, Glammy. All right?
No, please, please. I did a good show today. I'm working really hard. I had life stuff that was just, it was really heavy. I'll even tell you about it. Please don't break my heart again. Please don't break my heart again.
Glammy,
Dean, can we put her on a pip or something? Listen, stay here, but you have to go to sleep at night. Like, you're only allowed to spend X amount of time on the show, working on it. You gotta cut down on the stuff. What else can we try? Is there any other avenue here?
I think we need the Reaper.
Leave the door open. Whatever you do, leave the door open, man.
Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please don't do it. Please, please. I have real life stuff going on, and that's what's getting in the way right now.
You gotta focus on your real life stuff. You can't. You're not doing the show anymore. We have to let you go. All right. We've been through this a million times, Glammy. You can't do the show. You got to go fix you. All right. You can reapply in 90 days. In 90 days, 3 months, you can reapply. You can be an intern in 90 days. From now until 90 days, you got to fix your personal. Just focus all your time and energy on fixing you. If you've been doing this for 6 months and you've been on multiple different shows and you've worked with all these different hosts to learn from and you're having mental breakdowns on stream, this is not for you.
But I don't think that's true.
I think, okay, so you're holding us back at this point. You are.
I don't think you are working with Voldaport. But Pickle probably is.
He's
Prove
not.
the community wrong.
He's not. You're holding us back at this point. We need these shows to be good.
M5J super chatted $20. Eat DA Mud GLAMMY. BYE.
We need these shows to be good. You're holding us back. We've put training wheels on you. We put you with multiple different people. You're not getting it.
But I did a good show today. We had a really good one today. Beans just left. Everything got all messed up.
Beans left. You know how to run the OBS. You've ran multiple streams. There is no reason to have a mental breakdown on stream unless you're unprepared. You're mentally unprepared to do the job.
No, wait, that's not fair. I had a story that I was really, really passionate about, and I had a full entire situation that I had a beautiful message in between, and I really, really loved the story, but as I was telling it, I ended up not feeling the story anymore, and that's what happened. And on top of everything else.
At the Struggler 340 super chatted $27.08. Sometimes the best thing to do is the hardest thing to do. She needs some time to sort herself out.
Dude, I need Dolls cooking. I need Dolls to be successful, and you're holding the show back. You don't have it. After 6 months of training and working with all these different people, you're not delivering it. Your idea of a good show is like the worst content creator ever, right? You're not good. You're not. You got to fix.
I don't know.
Shut up, CD. You got to fix whatever is going on in your personal life, and then you can come back.
Okay.
And I hate to be mean about it, but we're at the point where it's like, I've been nice about it. I put you on other shows. I've given
It was
second,
only
third,
2
fourth,
shows
fifth
that I did on dolls. I didn't even settle in there yet.
Okay, well, I'm locked in, Glammy. I'm trying to win. I'm not going to let Glammy Lammy hold me back.
Too.
And it's
I'm
not
trying
personal.
to hold you
This is
back.
business. It's not personal. We love you. Me and Brantley love you.
I know I love you guys
It's
too.
not
And I understand that.
This
I understand
is
that.
business. You're holding our business back, bro. Fix the personal. Work on that. Take all the time and energy that you were putting into this show, put it into your life and you. Fix that and then come back a better person that's ready to tackle this high stress job. This is not it's an easy job in the sense of the amount of work you have to do, but it's a hard job in the sense of the amount of mental stress, all right? And you are not a person that can handle the mental stress of this job. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. I love you. I love Dave.
I love you too.
I want you a part of our community. I'm not telling you leave the Discord or something, right? But you got personal going on that you need to focus on. Yeah. I don't want you anywhere near hosting anything for the next 3 months. I'm so serious about that.
I understand. I'm really sorry that I let you down.
You don't have to be sorry. You don't have to be sorry.
Yes, Glammy, just rest for a while, please. I've been begging you to rest for a while.
I am sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about.
You don't have to be sorry.
Hey, Glammy, look, Desi didn't tell me much, but she told me you're going through a lot. And we are here to help you during that period of time. But doing this show is not the help you need. Okay?
Thank you very much, Keemstar, for being so patient with me. And I'm sorry I held you back. That's not my intention at all.
In 90 days, hopefully you come back a better person, your personal figured out and ironed out, and you can get another shot at this.
No, you know what? No hope. No hope.
I do apologize for that clip being way longer than it needed to be. I didn't want to simply chop it out or whatever, but I decided to do the whole thing rather than separating it or whatever, only doing like 2 or 3 minutes. I decided let's do the whole thing and just kind of talk about it. Now, personally, here's how I feel. As somebody who has worked in I wouldn't say middle management, but a sort of like, how can I say, more of a manager is role or in that position, I would say that when you see a worker like this acting like that, crashing out, the only option to do is just let them go, because they're bringing down production, they're bringing down morale, they're not improving, they can't do anything. Especially on the internet where things are a lot more difficult and you're more going to be scrutinized more and more by the average say person or the more hardcore fan. You need to be sadly let go. And here's the thing, though. I think I've always enjoyed Glammy. I understood where the entertainment of Glammy came from, and maybe some people would disagree with me or agree with me, but I think Glammy was better off at just being a co-host than actually somebody who was running OBS. Maybe on the weekend where there's less of a, you can say maybe on the weekend there's less of a lot of pressure, they can just do that. And I think because of that, it is just a shocker that it took this long for Keem to let go of Glammy. To the point where it should have been done a long, long time ago. It just should have been done. Because I think behind the scenes, from what I can tell, there's been a lot of things going on that have been stretching her out, things that have, clearly affected her mental state, and so on and so on. That's, I think at this point, she shouldn't really be on here anymore, right? At this point, she should be let go completely, right? Bringing her back in 90 days, I can see that you're trying to be a good friend or a good boss, and there's nothing wrong with that. But like later on, I I'm not even sure if that's even going to be a possibility unless Keemstar does go through with his original plan to create a whole separate network where he can put in these people over there and like, hey, guys, if you want to see your favorite Discord people, go over here, but the main network is here. I'm not sure how good of an idea that is or not, but in the end of the day, we just have to kind of live with that, right? Now on Glammy, on the whole Glammy thing, right back to that, her crash out was probably the final nail in the coffin. That I think, just her going to show to show to show, her dealing with different drama, her dealing with the whole thing with CD-ROM and Beans just leaving. I think that if Beans was around a little longer, I think it would have probably helped her much more, and she wouldn't need to be as stressed out. I would even say let Glammy every other show be the one that's running OBS, running everything, creating the show, and just for them. But that didn't end up happening with Beans leaving because of the whole. I think it's a little bit due to the CD stuff, but also she just found an opportunity to just up and leave. Must have caused some type of mental repercussion on Glammy's psyche. On top of we don't know what's going on in her personal life, but I can imagine. Hopefully, I can get this video eventually, maybe even tomorrow. But it could probably explain why she's going through what she's going through. More probably related to her kids and her personal life, which obviously is not a good thing, right? I feel bad for her, like. And again, back to as I said earlier, as somebody who worked in a position where you have to deal with different workers, you have to know when to cut people off, when you need to tell them that, hey, you gotta leave, we can't have you here anymore. Is it rough? Yes. But it has to be done 100%. You can't simply keep people around that are keeping production low. It's just how it is. It's hard, it's rough. Many people may not get it, but if you ever work in a position where you are managing multiple people in a single day or in a single week, I'm sorry to say it, but you have to let go of people. You have to cut loose. You have to. Doesn't mean you stop being friends with them, but you have to be the one to cut them. And if you can't do that, then you're in the wrong position. And maybe some of y'all will disagree with me. I agree with Keemstar did. I'm sorry, but he had to do what he had to do. Maybe not the best place to do it. Maybe he could have done it differently. But again, when you work in a position where like people, money are on the line, production is on the line, you have to do what you have to do. And there is no exception to the rules, right? If you, again, and maybe some of y'all would understand where I'm coming from. And I would even say understand where Keemstar is coming from. Because I did. Here, I'm not even hating on him. I'm like, hey, I understand it. I've had to cut people off. I've literally had to let go of schizophrenic, people who were mentally unstable. I've literally had to talk down multiple people from not quitting. And eventually you have to come to accept that, if they quit, they quit. Or if you have to fire them or have to let them go, you have to do it. Again, it sucks. But it's a job that needs to be done. And if you can't realize that, I'm sorry. I would say that when we're looking at this fire and we're looking at the current, what's happening with Roxy and Becky, I think there was a clear difference on how the approachment and the firing went down. Where here, it's Keemstar realizing we need to continue, we need to get better. I'm sorry, this mental crash out, can't have this anymore. We're done. Because it explains why he's doing the whole suspension and banning now. On the opposite end of Becky, that's necessarily because Becky really pissed off Roxy with probably couldn't resolve and the things Becky said to Roxy, and boom. Clearly you can tell that Roxy was just like, no. And the way Becky kind of was just like nonchalant and just not caring was no. But we're not done yet. There's still some stuff to cover online.
I'm gonna knock another 1,000 holes in 1,000 walls.
These shows are gonna get
I ain't never gonna
really
get fired
good.
like that. I ain't never getting fired like that. If you tell me to jump, I'm gonna ask you how high. My tongue will already be in your ass.
I'm gonna fire someone next week, and I'm gonna fire someone the week after that, and they're going to get replaced with McJuggernuggets and Copper Cabs and real people.
413 super chatted $20. So are we going to give Tina her Jerry beads?
And you know what? You know what's funny? I did a host meeting, and I told all the hosts to stop spending like 5 minutes just sucking the dick of a top donator because you're just boring everyone else. I told people to stop doing that, and they're still doing it. And it's really pissing me off, bro. You know what else is pissing me off? Talking about your show. I work so hard. This and that. Like, dude, no one gives a Phantom, thank you for the 5.
Dude, my heart just skipped a beat. I'm not letting you skip over that. Did you just say you're going to start hiring real YouTubers? The thing I've wanted you to do? Oh my, dude, you just made my life.
At Todd,
We're going to be millionaires.
$19.99. Week 6 of asking Boogie to do Friday Night Magic with text-to-speech on.
If I can get Glenn to let me do it. Dude, we're going to be rich again in this fucking
$20.
Let's go!
He's the top donator on this stream.
Go! Let's fucking go! Fuck yeah!
Oh, okay. Well, who do you have in mind?
So, Boogie.
Hey, baby, we can afford a new wall!
Boogie.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now that the circuit is complete, right? And it should be complete either Monday or Tuesday of next week. All right. Because Lolcow Chubby, hosted by Angie Upload and AMAC Talking Smack, will complete our circuit. All right. Now that the circuit is complete, right? We go through the shows. Who's holding us back? Pew! Put a content creator in there. All right. So one person gets fired, content creator goes in. Another person gets fired, content creator goes in. No more fans.
I'm so happy. I'm so fucking
No more
happy.
fans are getting hired to be a host. That's done and over with. All right. Well, unless a fan calls in and they're like excellent, then of course, you know.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we got a Rastov out of it. He's pretty good. We got Rastov out of it, you know. So that was enough right there.
So like Ultra, the chances of you getting back in as a host, slim to none, bro. You burnt that shot. Freshy fresh. Good luck, bud. You're going to be competing against content creators soon. But yeah, we're done with that shit. All these shows will have talent on them.
Dude. CD, it was nice working with you, bud.
Yeah, I know.
Can Nightmare survive? Sure. He could turn it around and survive. All right. Can Buff and Zay survive? Maybe.
Lolcow alert super
They might be able to survive.
Please acknowledge the donations, my bro.
Yeah, we're not gonna acknowledge his donations for that. Can Ken and Batgirl survive? Maybe, you know, but like now it's time. Now it's time because people are gonna get picked off. I gotta fill in a spot. I have about 5 former, very, very popular content creators, has-beens, if you will, of the internet that everyone truly knows. All right, that we're bringing into the network.
Ooh.
And there's got to be room.
Game. I am sorry, Daddy Keemstar. I am sorry. I ain't never messing up again, Daddy Keemstar. I am so
Lolcow
sorry.
Anonymous super chatted $20.
So yeah. And again, I do apologize for another long clip. This should be the end of these long clips for just a little bit of while. Now, let's be real. Let's be 100% real. That's what's always going to happen. Hosts come and goes, and a lot of people for a very long time, since at least all the way back since February, even March. I would even say as early as January, even, but really around like February, March. If you really want a good idea of when exactly people started complaining about stop having random Discord people, start actually having real actual real content create. It goes all the way back from February, March, which has been a long time coming. And I think what it is Keemstar was just waiting to complete his circuit, and I think other people were just watching how things play out, and now probably seeing an opportunity, a second lease on their career. So they're jumping on the LCU because it's an easy way for them to get more and more fans, as well attract old fans and new fans into the network, where everybody can generate even more money. Almost reminds me of Machinima to some extent. Now, because of we're going down that direction, yes, all the other hosts may or may not be gone. Now, if I were to be very much clear on which hosts may or may not stay, I think Kenneth and Batgirl Cafe, perfectly fine. Dolls, we already do know that there is a content creator, I can't think of her name, that is going to join Dolls this Monday, so that's already completed. After that, Nerds, it's a split between Buff or Zay. Now, personally, I do kind of want Zay to stick because I can't see Buff running OBS. I can't see him actually running a docket, where I can see Zay being a better docket runner, being the one who can manage everything. And I think she needs somebody who can complement her on that front as well. And I'm sorry to say that I just don't see Buff. Plus, also Buff has a tendency to derail the conversation to a way that nobody cares. Just constantly anime reference is just annoying. And I think, though I'm not sure if they're gonna find somebody of the same level who can cover anime stuff or nerd stuff, but there's a lot of content creators that can do it. Heck, if they get someone like the Quartering, can you imagine the Quartering and Zay being there? That would be amazing. That would be top tier right then and there. I would actually quite enjoy that. Or even like, it'd be funny to get Melody Mac or even It's a Gun. If they could get It's a Gundam onto that show, dude, I'll be watching that every single day. I would not miss a single episode. And given the way how It's a Gundam talks and acts, dude, would be freaking hilarious. Now after that though, then you got Reaper and Ball. Ball is perfectly fine. Reaper, they're probably gonna put in another commentator in there, right? Probably another big name. Live is perfectly fine, but they could be up in the air unless they could get Wings of Redemption back, but hopefully they do. Tech Talk is perfectly fine, I guess. We have no clue about Queen after the whole Gizzard stuff, so we'll get into that when we get into that. But we don't know. Ozzy, they may just get replaced completely. Rewind, as I said a number of times, just move Billy and Xylee to their own respective show and put somebody else there. Maybe put a fan and some other content creator. And in the test is test. And then with Chubby, we'll see what happened with Chubby. Kim, if it's giving them a bit of a grace period, so that's good at least. But yeah, we are seeing new move. So season 4, it's basically gonna turn into a who can survive the next couple weeks till these content creator. Because if Capper's coming in, McJugget's coming in, that boxing guy who did an interview a couple weeks ago, if he's coming through, we are seeing a lot of change. We are seeing a lot of big names coming in. Whether you know them or not, trust me, you'll know them sooner or later. And to me, it's gonna make my work a lot more busy. So tune in when that happens, because I'm here for the long run. I'm here to see the shit show. I'm here to see these people try their best to save their job, because this is the real arc. This is the new arc. We're in a new saga, right? This is the who can keep their job saga, or the job saving saga. We have a long road ahead of us, and my work isn't even done yet, and probably will never be done anytime soon. But let's move on to Queens. Even though I already made a video on Queens, I'll just be fast with it.
I'm just gonna be 100% honest. Twiggy is not smart enough.
Yes, he is. All you gotta do is listen. All you do is follow suit with
Shut up! Shut up!
And then
There's a
wait to know. Stop it and put Mike's name on it. You're a
nail slammer.
and that's all there is to it. Mike
Nail
can fucking
slammer.
do it.
You and I, nail slammer. Hey, You and I, baby.
Go ahead.
We're gonna finish
It
this.
never works out
I'm
when
gonna
you go
take your
one-on-one
shot.
with a fan.
Scooter! Nail Slammer sent 20. Bitch, get your ass up and twerk. We're waiting. Nail Slammer sent 20. Give me some booze. We got this, Nail Slammer. You know what? You're right. I'm tired of sweeping for King. I'm sorry. I am rich. I don't need money. I was doing this because I enjoyed it. I was
Here we go
doing
with
this
that again,
because
Mike.
it was fun.
You were doing it because you
fuck
enjoyed it.
Shut
He's
up,
doing
bitch.
it. He
Shut
enjoys it.
up.
What
I like
you
you.
got for?
Tina,
Tina,
they're
Guys,
lying.
Team
They're
Star is going
lying.
to end.
I
Team
don't
Star is
care.
going to
I don't
end
care.
this stream.
In me, bitch. In me, bitch. He's lying. You can't cover up the truth. You were working with Becky. You've admitted.
I do not work for fucking Becky.
You
I
have
don't.
admitted you've talked to Becky. You've helped her.
Yes, I talked to Becky.
Okay, so does Keem. So does Tina.
Yes.
I know this.
No, I
I
have not
see it.
told Becky
I
you're a
see
liar.
it. You told
You're a
Becky.
liar. I got
You
her
told
blocked,
Becky. You
I
told
got her
Becky.
blocked, you lying motherfucking block.
So I already did a video on the whole situation. Please go check that out. It came out early already in the day. I'm just here to basically the recap is kind of fulfill this recap of this part of my channel. Yeah, Gigi got mad, and then eventually Gigi said a slur, said the N-word. I'm not sure it was a hard R or just a regular, but you know, obviously for clear reason, they don't want that to spread. But it's already spread. It's everybody at least seen it or heard the video at this point, one way or another. Now, there's really not much that could be done at this point, and it's basically that. That's all it is. She's been banned for 24 hours. She almost revealed the truth, which we probably do know the truth is that obviously they're all working together because Gigi was just calling it out. They didn't know Gigi was rich. It was explained a lot. And apparently Savage was trying to call her out on this, but you know what? I really don't care about that because Savage's stream got taken down, or she took it down in private. I wonder why. Let's move on to Rewind, Ozzy, and then finally end it with Tess. All right, yeah, all right.
Sometimes cafe's boring as shit.
Yeah. Everyone has days like that, but like what they've been doing with like Remind and like some of the AI like Yeti videos and the Bigfoot videos, it's like I don't know. I like that's one of the shows I listen to every day. It's a great morning show.
I don't really know if Batgirl is entertaining, but she is a great co-host. Like she's a great you know what I mean? You have a main host, and then she's like the co-host. Like she's a great co-host.
Yeah, Batgirl is fucking. She's a dope ass garnish. Like she's got that sugary glaze. She's a good glaze to a nice meaty component. She's like a Robin Quivers to a Howard Stern. She does
Tina's
very well.
pasties for the occasional live accident.
Okay, that's nasty, Ty Dolla. Let's go. You need them though. You're not wrong. That's a market that's much needed. Ty Dolla, we're gonna get you down for Tina's pasties.
For the occasional live accident.
They happen. Also,
The Rewind was just doing the Rewind stuff, covering the other shows, particularly dealing with the fact that new hosts from outside the LCU are probably gonna join in and flooding the network. And talking about that situation as well. A little bit about the glammy stuff, also as well as dealing with the dealing with the God, I'm a little salty right now. Also dealing with the glammy stuff. I think I already said it, and other things of that particular nature. So yeah, really not much with Rewind. We're gonna move on to Ozzy.
Home dad.
What's wrong with
Don't
that?
say some shit, Mike. Don't piss me off, motherfucker.
What's wrong with that?
You're gonna laugh. I am a stay-at-home dad. My kids are there every day, and I see them. I'm with them every day. Humble brag.
Mike is clocking in and clocking out.
Look, all I'm saying is, Mike, Steak has kids that don't take advantage of their father for money and content. So.
Oh, his kids don't either. They don't give a about YouTube, man.
I'm talking about his kids.
Oh, okay, because but you better pay back, bitch. Them are my homies. That's my nephew and
That's
niece.
some bullshit.
I would never
Mike.
talk about someone's children.
Well, you talk about my
Unless their
kid. You said he
children
was
are
a big
grown men.
animal. You said he looked like a orangutan.
Who did? Who, Tina, did you see? Did you see any proof of that? Because right now it sounds like somebody was emotional because they got into some shit.
Keep laughing, Tina D. You don't know that Glammy got fired just so that she could get rehired for Queens as your co-host.
My God, that would be amazing.
Have fun with
Somebody has to do it.
She tried for the Queens and get-go. We kicked that bitch.
She's done every show. She's coming to yours next.
Nah, she's coming to a theater near you.
And you're
guys.
For the first, I would say the first hour, for the most part, Ozzy was just filled with Mike and Tina. For obvious reason, I think Mike was just mostly there to taunt Twiggy and try to get him to talk more. Because you could tell that the more Mike was there, the more mad Twiggy was. And he was ready to spill the beans all over again. Because we all know that Twiggy took the blame and they're trying to sweep it under the rug that, oh, it's fake. It's clearly fake. It's not real, guys. It's not real. Which we all know that that's obviously not the case as we speak. That's because, Mike is there taunting him. Same thing with Tina's there to taunt him. They're just there for the usual taunting, the making fun of, knowing that, he got away with it. Sucker. And I think also Tina as an enforcer, because Tina is more or less Mike enforcer. So there's that. So let's move on more.
What the? It was 50% when we spoke. What the fuck you after 75 for?
Man, I gotta get more gold chains, bro.
Lighting in your room, dude. Why is this suddenly changed?
Yeah, I gotta get some gold chains, man. You know what I'm saying? I gotta be a baller. You know what I'm saying, chat? Shout out to my chat, bro. How y'all doing, brother? Sean Dodd in the goddamn building. What's up, my boy?
Your lighting is the most painful thing I've ever dealt with in my entire life.
You know what?
I hate your lighting.
You know what? You should just leave me ghosted like that because it looks better.
No, but no, motherfucker, I want you to get fucking good, but like the problem is you keep changing your lighting in your goddamn room. Let me get this.
Cause I'm bro.
What?
Hey,
what?
Yeah, your mama and Nightmare works. They play with each other. They know how to balance each other off. Anyway, that's really it. All I can say. I think my final conclusion, my final thought is, yeah, big change are happening. Gidget was ready to tell the truth. Mike was taunting Twiggy. Some of your favorite hosts may or may not be around much longer. We'll wait and see. Because it's going to be interesting for this new saga to come around. And then on top of all of that, poor Glammy Lammy had to get let loose. Foot loose. No. Yeah, but with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, till next time, God bless. Now I can rest up.